Hey, how's it going, everyone? I'm Bomberman Dan, and today we're playing some more Starcraft 2. And I'm over here playing this Protoss like normal, and Dragon Blade down here is Protoss as well. So it's Protoss v Protoss. And let's just get this started. Oh, by the way, it is on double the speed, so just for time's sake, because this is a longer match, and to make it a more pleasant viewing experience. So again, I send out a scout, right now, just searching all over the map for him. I would recommend scouting. I mean, I know I'm not very good at this game yet, and I probably shouldn't be giving out too many tips, but it's better to find your opponent early and have your build set back a tiny bit than to not know where he is. So then I get my first pylon up, ready to make some units, and he as well is going for a forge. Now, this game gets kind of funny here, so you'll see how that forge plays a big part. So again, I'm now going for my gateway, because I kind of have, you know, my own build going. It's probably close to some other builds, but I haven't done too much, like, research on builds or anything. So, it's basically my build. I get 3 gateways normally. Protoss versus Protoss. I usually anticipate the mass stalkers, so you know, immortals are always fun for that. So again, we're both chrono boosting units out. Well, I am at least. I'm not sure if he is. And now we can see down here, two pylons and 2 photon cannons, and there is a lot more to come. So finally, after searching every freaking part of the map, I finally find him, and he gets that cannon up and just blows apart my probe. And I have to say I hate this strategy. I've never really quite run into it as bad as this, especially in a 1v1, but this kind of like sitting and fortifying your base is just awful. So 3 more photon cannons, 3 more, and then another one. This is awful. And he's got 2 pylons, which is going to be a butt to kill, because, you know, you get the pylon down, the cannons go away. But he's got 2 there, so most of my forces will get moved on. And look at that, even more cannons. And he doesn't have anything else. He's just making cannons. So far, I have 3 zealots, you know, 300 worth of army. My 3 gateways, a couple pylons, and another pylon's being made. Yep, I get my cybernetics core, and now I'm going to start getting my gas. I knew he had cannons there, but I had only seen a couple. Now look at all these cannons, this is ridiculous. And the pylons, I'm never going to get past that, like ever. And I never do. So that's always fun. That's just ridiculous. Like, honestly, I have no idea what to say about that. As for macroing, I seem to be doing a bit better. I don't think he even has gas yet. Oh, he's just getting gas now. But he does have more supply than me. So that's something. He's getting a lot of his gateways up. In the meantime, I got my cybernetics core going with warp gate. And I'm getting another pylon for more supply. I have 2 assimilators running with gas right now, so I should be good with that. And right now, sorry, I missed the battle, but basically, I had sent my zealots in, they got pooped on, and 2 of them survived over here. Look at them. Wow, they're perfectly healed. Health? Whatever. So again, he's pumping out units now. That is impossible to get by. At this point, I'm thinking, well, what do? I have stalkers, and I realize, oh my gosh, I highly doubt he's not going to be anticipating a drop. So I'm really trying to get this this warp gate out, because I'm going to do something not too tricky, but, you know, if you're not looking for it, you know, you might not see it. And again, he's not macroing too well. I'm a little bit, I won't say gas blocked here, because I'm not necessarily making gas, but he has way more supply than me. The armies are getting kind of close. And what I'm going to do is I'm getting my warp prism out. I'm going to try to do something pretty sneaky with it. I get 2 more gateways, and basically right now I'm just trying to build up. So I send my zealots in. Well, my zealots get attacked by his zealots, and there's just so much cannon. It's unbelievable. And again, he's not macroing to the best of his abilities. He's look at it. He's getting really high amounts of supply, but I think it's because he's going to make units. And here we go. I got my warp prism. I got a couple zealot. I think I have a zealot and a couple stalkers. Now here's where it gets a little tricky. 3 stalkers, phasing mode, and then I have warp gates. So I send these guys in to attack his mineral line. And I do a pretty good number on him in this run, I'm pretty sure. Because what happens is, look at this. That's like gated off, and those stalker stops, those awful microing on his part. And I got two zealots in on there, and it should actually work perfectly. I get a couple more stalkers in, and honestly, that I can't believe that happened. I think I get almost all of his probes, almost every single one. And so this is a huge setback for him, but he gets a lot of units warped in because he still has a bunch of supply, and I do end up getting the fleet there. As for that, I got my 3 stalkers down here. I'm blowing up some of the stalkers. I'm trying my hardest. That was kind of a false effort. I probably should have gotten out of there. But you know, whatever. And believe it or not, look at how much the health that is. I almost get it out, and the stalker takes a shot. So that planted. I wouldn't say that failed. I'd say it's totally worth it. But in the meantime, I haven't been doing much. I get a couple more stalkers in. I have a decent army fortifying my base. Army value, I'm down a bit. Mineral-wise, up. Gas, so more units. Not necessarily though. And he comes in to try to counterattack. Guessing thinking I didn't have units. I think he may have been able to actually take me there, but he decides to back off. So that's good for me. I have a bunch of money now, or not money, minerals and gas. So I make some more stalkers. And at this point in the game, I'm a little confused what to make. I'm wondering if I can pull off the warp prism thing again. So I am going to try that again. I have 5 warp gates up and a cybernetic core, and not much else. I'm almost out of minerals here. Well, not quite, but I'm going to have to expand here shortly. I get some zealots in just in case, you know, have a good balanced army. And I'm going to try this warp prism again. Right now I have a significantly larger army in terms of minerals and gas. He hasn't been able to produce much because he has to continuously create probes. But he has a stalker waiting for me there that I really can't see by myself. And honestly, if I had my army attack, if my army could attack, I could have easily won. But he's got all these cannons out front, and he has an expansion here. So I'm trying this again. Coming in, get my units down, and I try to warp in some more units. Now that stalker gets alerted. He's gonna send his units in, and you know, basically nothing. But in the meantime, I had stocked up on units, as you can see here. Well, others were there from before, but I have a lot of units now. I have a Nexus coming up, and I have quite a few more pylons. And that had failed. I still have a slightly bigger army, but honestly not much I can do with all of these cannons, and the cannons protect this base still. So even if I tried to come in from the back, I'd still get pooped on, which is awful. And so I know I have to expand, and I'm really hoping I can, the reason this game is so much longer is I'm hoping I can just wait him out. I can wait till he uses up his minerals, I can mass a bigger army, and hopefully expand to other bases. I check up here to make sure he hasn't expanded up here, just because if he did,